Would help if I plug this in. You know, you had one job. It's becoming a weekly thing. All right, who do we got here? Jared, Ben, Ricky, Electro Omega, you, FXTV, Dana J, Cooch13, Browns fan, Bentley Bacon, John Doe, Platinum, Super Lead, Music Sound Gear, John Banks, Jared, Ben, Coons, Possum Man, Troy Belford, Yanni Matzi, Ricky Mees, Terry 3G, Tom S, Friedrich Linda. And of course, Daniel. Did I get the SG yet? Not yet. But like I said, I have got my top people are on it. I have been assured. But it's we're getting there. There might be a new one. I'm going to show you a new one. Now, it's up to you. I mean, we could move off the SG. Let me call it. I'm going to call it up. I'm going to bring it up over here. Hold on. I'm going to call it up on this other screen here. You take a look at this. You think of what we should do. Should we stick with the SG, or should we move to this one? All right. We'll take a little vote. Here we go. Here we go. We're almost there. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready for this? What's up, Strat Tom, BC Rich, Dennis Ellis, Yeti Matzi, Terry Tickler, Dwayne, Michael, Terry, Frank C, Charlie F, Nelson, Richard. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if we move from the SG to this guitar, this is going to take a huge commitment from you. I give you the Prs Double Neck. 12 strings and 6 strings together at last in PRS form. A Brazilian rosewood fretboard, handmade from head to toe with only the finest craftsmanship. I mean, you know those guitars that are like double guitars? It's got the nice neck. And I think the tuners are, I think these tuners are quite sporting. They're all handmade from the finest, wood. I don't think this can leave the United States, sadly, because of the Brazilian rosewood. I think it's stuck in the U.S. And And let's face it, if we do this, and by we I mean mostly you, it's going to have to stay somewhere safe, like here, like in the basement. All right. Now, I saw someone throw out there that they thought it was worth $30,000. Police, I am a bargain shopper, dude. I would never do you like that. No, this is only 13,999.99. That's under 14K. Okay. Don't you kind of have to do it at that amount of money? Right? I mean, I'm just saying. We might refi again. Maybe I'll tack on another 14K. It's Brazilian, private stock, Brazilian custom 24 612 double neck in Dragon's Breath glow. And let's add to cart. Oh, it's funny because it's true. Yeah, I know. I'm going to jump on it. And, but like I said, it's a little high for me. But all we need is 14,999 people to give $1. I'll cover the tax and shipping. What should probably be on that? What's the? Let me just figure that out. That'd be a great question. I'm going to figure out the tax because the tax goes state by state. So let me do that. Do I have a little? Yeah, it's right there. Jesus, where the hell are you hiding? Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. I'll bring it over to the screen. 14,999.99 times 1.0625 is 15,937. And then we'll subtract the 14,999.99, and we get it's less than $1,000 in tax. It's only $937 in sales tax. I got it. That I got. I remember a time when I wouldn't go over 350. Yeah, my new limit is 14,000, and that is a hard limit. Hard. All right, not $1 more. I'm doing good, Vince. How you doing? Oh, there we go. I'm already. And so it begins. Yep. All right, I'm just gonna get the calculator here and just bring that right back up real quick here. We're just gonna take $13,999.99, and we're just gonna subtract 3. Only $13,996.99 to go. There you go. See that? Miracle calculators. Hey, what's up, Aljon? People are asking about the SG, and I just said, in the alternative, if the SG doesn't happen, we got a fallback plan. Right there. Don't get cheap on me. Oh. Jeez. Look at that. Strat sounds good. Good. This is actually a new patch, too. I tried a new patch. Oh, thanks, Nelson. All right, oh, man, let's throw some paper down. Oh, thanks, man. There we go. We're almost there. We have a backup. But, like I said, it's just the wheels have to go. It's a work in progress. It's in progress. I love the sound of that. It's got that, it's got a nice bass. Scooping this. Double Neck doing to it. I gotta think that thing weighs a ton. Where is it? I gotta think that thing weighs a ridiculous amount of weight. He's probably texting me and my phone isn't here. Strat cam looked a little yellow. It could be the, yeah, you think I got to adjust? Well, I think the white looks white. I know what you're saying, though. The back, my arm, flesh tones look a little yellow. Yeah, it might not be quite that yellow. Let's see here. How's my, let's see here. What can we do? We bring that. I think I look a little more natural right about there, maybe. I think so. Back ordered. That's okay. I don't know if you heard, we're in a pandemic. No one's going anywhere. Yeah, it's the jaundice. What's that? Hold on. I've got a double neck for you. Oh, do you? Dude, double your pleasure, double your fun. This pick, it's pretty thick. It's a slab. It's a slab of acrylic. I gotta say though, once you go thick, thin just doesn't cut it. Am I right, ladies? Yeah, right? Nice knobs. Strat's fine. The neck on this is very weird Strat profile. It's not quite a V. It's like the U neck. Right, it's a little weird. This is one of their weird. Compared to my other Strats, this has got one of the weirder necks on it, without a doubt. I'm down with the thick picks, right? When you get the LP, the mini LP is mine. No way. I love the mini LP. It's so mini. It's adorbs. So yeah, the Dave Mustaine Sig. I heard a rumor about this, a very long time ago. But I didn't know if it was true. And I never heard anything officially from anyone, and Aljon can vouch for this because he's never mentioned anything to me. I've never heard anything officially from anyone who worked from Gibson. Right? It's always been from just like the rumor mill. But the rumor has been out there now for about, I'd say, over a year now. SG all the way. There you go. There you go. They're on back order, but I got my top guy on it. But I think any doubt that was out there about whether it's going to happen is pretty much over because Gibson put out a video. Was it yesterday? That pretty much just got that sort of character. Is it from that album? Is it from? I think it's from Rust in Peace, right? Anyway, or is that Peace Sells, but who's buying? Look, the point is, Mustaine appears to be going to a Gibson brand. So they do tag in the out there Gibson Custom Shop, Epiphone and Kramer. No love for Steinberger. There's your hint. Say hello to the new Dave Mustaine Steinberger. Have some balls, Dave. Go Steinberger, for Christ's sakes. No, I think what it's going to be is, I think it's going to be with Gibson. Well, I think the two brands it's going to be with, most likely, are going to be a Gibson or Kramer, right? That seems to be what so many people are out there saying. Now, we don't know. We don't know exactly what it is. But I have some guesses. I have guesses. And here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing V-shape. That's a pretty educated guess. The guy has mostly played V's quite a bit. Kind of a V guy. I don't think I'm that far out by guessing V. Right? And then the other thing I'm going to guess is a 6-in-line headstock. I think he's just done that more than 3-in aside. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. My guess is V body and a 6-in-line headstock. Now, if you were gonna just do straight out of the gate something from Gibson, you just take their standard body and they have a neck already ready to go, the Explorer neck. You just put an Explorer neck. But I don't know if that's true or if they're going to make a change to it. Or if it's going to be Kramer, which it very well could be. And then it would be a sharper beak. But not necessarily. Now that I think about it, they do have the softer one. So the bottom line is we don't really know. All we know is that he's going there. But my prediction is, I'm going to lay it out there. Let's lay down your bets. I am making a prediction right now. I am going to predict V-shape, a 6-in-line head, and the Gibson brand. Because, come on, it's Mustaine. He feels he's worth it. He's like, I'm Dave Mustaine. Of course I'm going to Gibson, right? That's the top brand, right? And at the very least in his mind. And then that would open the door to later on, once you have the signature model out there, to going to Epiphone and doing a more affordable version of it. That to me seems like the most likely path, but we won't know until it's officially announced. Right now, it's just been teased. Austin G says, you're saying an SG? For him? Really? Mustaine with Hello Kitty? Could happen. Could happen. You gonna go with okay, Chicken Beak says some with standard V. So you're thinking the standard headstock with the 3 on the side? Could be. Could be. It's a classic look. And see, but for him, I almost feel like then it would have to be custom, right? I don't know that he's doing a... Right? I suppose the other one could be custom too, right? Like block inlays with an ebony fretboard, right? Sort of dress it up. But in the same sense, I could see him going old school. Just a regular old school, flying V body, like in black and ebony, right? Or white, black, whatever. And then an Explorer neck with the dot inlay and 6 on the side. That's my guess. It depends on how custom they want to make it. That's a formula that would work like right out of the gate for them, right? You got the necks because of their Explorer neck, right? And you got the body because you're already making V's, and it's just sort of a marriage, a little scissoring of 2 parts, right? It's like when KFC says, yeah, we got these new chicken bowls. You're like, isn't that a bunch of your other ingredients thrown in a bowl? They're like, sure. But I think if I had to guess, now, what we don't know is we don't know how hot it's going to be, right? Is it going to be more like custom shop and ebony and, binding all over and, really tuxedo it up, right? And really make it high end. Or is it going to be more, just straight up plain whatever? Han Solo thinks it's going to be a straight up Explorer, yeah? Could be an SGV with a modified headstock. I feel like Zach kind of owns that, though. Think someone else can do an SGV and pull it off and not think about Zach Wilde having been associated with that shape so much? Chicken Beak says, flamed top burst V. I like where you're going with that. First V was a Kramer. Yeah, could be. A Moderna would be option. Yeah, you know what? I think that, listen, they got a lot of options over there. They have a lot of options. Now, what was I going to say? Bring back, what's the one? Oh my God. They were from 1980. Oh God, I can't think of the name of it. But they had a 6 in a line headstock and a couple of zebra stripe pickups. Oh, what the hell was that? It was the Gibson Victory? Was it the Victory? Might have been the Victory. I played one. I almost got one. I played a Gibson Victory, which I kind of really liked. Gibson Victory, a Hamer V, and the Fender the Strat, and we walked out with the Strat in November of 1981. Reverse V. Do it, Dave. Do it. Own it. Yeah, the Aldo Nova Les Paul. Yeah. Hear that? Choking out. Oh, I got the action a little too low. Where's my... Oh, I have it over there. I used to keep it over here. Yeah, hear that? Choking out. That's the problem with a 7 1/4 inch radius. I'd have to raise the gotta raise the action up. Yeah, we're all hung up in the SG, so let's face it, that's what Dave's guitar will be. I know, really. So you got just do that all day, annoy people. Oh, thanks, FXDB. Dude, you've been super generous tonight. I really appreciate that. What is the year of that Strat? This is MN, so that's going to be 90s. MN9, so that's 1999. So 1999. Oh, God. That was the last year in Woburn. Had that killer office. Oh my God. Up on the, let's see, in 99, I would have been on the 15th floor. Yeah, I was like on the 15th floor of, it was a 17th floor building, and the 17th floor was a separate, had to take a separate private elevator to get to the 17th floor. You couldn't get it from the main elevators. You have to go to 16 and then take the second elevator to the 17th floor. And so I was on the 15th floor in 99. God, that was a killer view. And I had one of the worst views in the building, too, like, relatively speaking to other people. And then when I went up to the 17th floor to be closer to the server room, which had like a raised floor. I mean, think about that, a server room with a raised floor. I mean, it's just insane, the kind of money they dropped in there. That was a really good, that overlooked the Charles River and pretty much the whole city. That was an amazing space. And then I got booted out of there, and I got booted back down to 15 into a big office that was temporary, and then back up to 17 where they had smashed all those offices out and made it into like open workspace. And then I think I was gone like 3 months later. They basically, once a whole bunch of work was done, they just laid us all off. 1999, space, 1999. It was so futuristic in 1975. What's up, little roadie? Where's your Jackson V, bro? Do you even Megadeth? On a Strat? No way. Graduated in 99. God, I was class of 85. Oh. Less RV. What's it? Class of 79. You gonna say that? Yeah. No, we are. All right. Okay. All right. So Fluff says, are you going to surf? Okay. All right. We will. Ryan Fluff Proofs, if that is your real name, I give you the PRS Double Neck. Now, this is going to take a big commitment on your part. 6 strings, sure. 12 strings, we got you covered. Brazilian rosewood fretboard, yeah, we're going to do that. Faded flame neck. Of course, the hand-carved, hand-stained flame maple tuner buttons don't come cheap, okay? This is a Guitar Center. This is a Guitar Center, which is the greatest place to buy a guitar. And when you're ready, it's only $13,999. Do I dare add it to the cart? Let's do this. Don't get cheap on me, people. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. And by that I mean this goddamn $14,000 double neck. Ed asks, why not a triple neck? Damn it, he's right. Why not a triple neck? I mean, at $14,000, I feel like there should be 3 necks involved. Let's do that. We adding to cart or what? Huh? Are we doing this? The tax on that. Welcome back. Imagine buying it and then taking it home and getting it and then like bringing it back to like the Natick store and walking in and say, yeah, this doesn't meet my eco needs. I'm not going to lie, bro. I just wanted to make a video on it, and I can't pay that Amex bill at the end of the month. So if we could just make a return here. That's exactly what you think that's what Mustaine's new guy, you think he's going to look like that? It could. That's going to be his new axe? That could be it. Do it. Do it. Does it come with a dinner from Paul himself? You know, you might actually get a dinner from Paul himself with that guitar. Yep, I can get online lessons when I buy the PRS. Oh, thanks, Kinkella. If only 999 more people could give like I have. True words were never spoken. You want me to play the Wolfgang? The Wolfie? I can play the Wolfgang if you want. Anyway, I also got the Vola here. A buddy of mine flew to Maryland to pick out the wood for his $12,000 private stock. Sure, he did in fact get a dinner with Paul and ended up jamming at Paul's. So there you go. There you go, yeah. I'll bet whoever bought that double neck, when they bought it, they might have got a lap dance. You know? That's that's table dance quality right there. I mean, look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's a man's guitar, baby. You're not worthy. Oh, thanks, FX. Oh, man. Yeah, I can do Wolfie. Hold on. Let me just, I'm going to kill the audio so you don't hear pops and clicks. Check. Yeah. Okay. How am I? How's me tuning? Oh, let's see. I got a bad feeling about this. I haven't played this in a few weeks. But it does have a Floyd Rose. Not bad. Way over. Oh, that ain't a Strat. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy cat? Oh, buddy cat. He's my buddy cat. Please don't call him fat. He's just got thick fur, 'cause it's the winter. He can't jump too high, 'cause he's a chubby guy. It's true. About the fur, about everything. He's the best. He's my little buddy cat. It's Saturday night. Exactly. God, we love the cats. My wife was just saying the other day, what would we do if we were miserable? We lost both of our cats last winter. And one in December and one in March or February, I think March. And we were miserable. We finally got a couple of rescues. Buddy and Sweetie, you won't really see her. Her name before we got her was Phantom, which explained a lot. And then and then we got two kittens in August? August. And that's Cutie and Henri. And they're adorbs too, but they're a handful. They're still kittens now. Guys, let's give Steve $100. So each give him $100. I'm with you so far. Yes. So we can get an Adam Jones Smith Silverless Paul. Aww. I don't know. I guess. I'll have them. Yeah, cat scratching. 14K will buy you a Jimi Hendrix Sg. That's true. But at that, I'm not going to lie, it's only got one neck. And, you know, once you're in two neck territory, it's hard to go back down. Oh, did you guys see, I guess there was a 2012 Motorhead concert that they got some good footage from and audio from. And they're going to release it as a video/audio release. I think I wrote down April 23rd. Motorhead Live. What a great riff. Get a Sir. Way better than a PRS. Even better than, that PRS? I'm not going to lie. That's a pretty good PRS. I'm just saying, as PRSs go, what with the Brazilian rosewood fretboard and all, and the kind of, supery dupery neck and all, you got to admit, that's a hell of a piece of furniture right there. You can keep it down off your wine cellar. Make sure it's in proper humidity. That's where I'd keep it. In the guitar room, right next to the wine cellar. I would talk to that PRS about all my problems, yeah. You know what your biggest problem would be? Paying off that PRS. that, you're like, you're the only one left I can confide with. Right? Be like this, be like, you know, look, you're the only one left with I can confide with. The wife left me, and the else left me, and you're all I've got. And the sad part is you don't really do anything unless someone can play you, and probably should have learned that first. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Yeah, it's like Radioactive Man #1. All right, it's got to go around to everyone's bedroom for like a night. Oh, man. I just wanted, what was it? Someone with the long sideburns. I love the baseball card, the guy with the long sideburns. Oh, my God. Landon Bailey here. What's up, Landon? I think a question just went by real quick. Hold on. Which of your guitars has the channel-bound rosewood neck? Just bought one of those Fender necks for a guitar project. That looks awesome. My Select. So there's two types. There's the channel-bound Select, which is usually, you'll know if it's Select because on the back of it, there'll be a metal badge embedded. If it doesn't have the metal badge and it's a Strat or a Tele neck, it's almost assuredly a 2014, right? Because that year they came out with it. After that, it might actually be very, very recent, because very recently they were available as Mod Shop. Oh, thanks, M804. Thank you. Yeah, no, he's quite portly. My wife says he's the spitting image of me. I'm like, she's like, you with the black shirts, and he's got like a few gray hairs. I'm like, you know, is this flattering? Now, what was I saying? Yeah, mutton chops, with the mutton chops, exactly. Oh my God, that's such a great episode. How's the SG fund coming? We might be switching it up. Did you see the... Now we're thinking this. It's a little bit more money. Not going to lie. It's a little past our budget. But we're thinking maybe... What do you say? Add to cart. In stock. In stock. Ready to ship. Let's do this. That's the version Angus wanted to play, but they didn't have good trems back then. Look for a coupon. See, this is the advice I need. Now I'm just going to do some quick math here. 13,999. Let's see how you can get a... I mean, what am I going to get? Like a 5% off coupon? That's still a good chunk of change. Yeah, I can't play Surrender. I played it and Rick Nielsen took all my money. Maybe they'll take $13.25 for it. That's a good point. That's a good point. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know where... So I might get a good chunk of PPE money. They'll be like, yeah. You know, something to put next to the waterfall when people walk in. Nice eagles. Eagles soar. Ah. Exactly. It's an investment, not a purchase. Oh, I think Little Rhodey just put out his, is that your safe word? RJ! So RJ, as you know, we've been looking at SGs. We're gonna, the channel has decided, we've all decided that we're gonna go for an SG, Gibson SG in ebony. It's a very narrow scope. Gibson SG in the ebony finish. I've been drooling over one for a few weeks now. Oh, thanks, Devin. Thank you. I'm gonna need it because, RG, take a look at this. We're thinking about going. Let me know what you think. Double neck. Double neck. What you're looking at here is the PRS Wood Library. Some, you know, this came with probably a dinner with Paul. It's got all the right accoutrements. It's a Brazilian rosewood fretboard, so it can't really leave the United States. That's one downside to it. But it does have, like, good bones, as they say, you know. These hand-rubbed, hand-stained buttons, I think, are quite sporting. And, of course, you know, the nice necks. And then, of course, you know, the back plate to cover the stuff is all, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Now, it's a little bit more than the SG, but it's not crazy money. What do you think? What do you think, RJ? That's a lot of tacos. That is a lot of tacos. Are there any PRS guitars that come with a Floyd? Oh yeah. Well, they had a whole yeah. Yeah, the custom 24. You could get with a Floyd. Oh, that's a great idea. RJ, we can split it. Oh. Yeah. How would we do that? I mean, obviously right down the middle, but I don't know. I might be going. Part of me would say go for the 12 because it's more exotic. But then I say, but the 6-string has the knobs. You see that? And I might want that. So if we could just cut it this way. So that would be less useful. Yeah. I'll probably take the side with the knobs. I just feel like it would be less work to get it going. I'm out somewhere. That's one hell of a jig. It was a jig so big it damn near killed him. Yeah, no volume, no tone, 12 all the way. Exactly. Yeah, what would Eddie do, right? For the SFB RJPRS fund. Yep. This is a Wolfgang standard. The correct answer is standard. It's your standard. Like that. exactly. That's the standard. It's your standard. Ben Coombs says, looking forward to tomorrow night. Yeah, good that you brought that up. Tomorrow night, I will be on a Mr. Ben Coombs' site. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he will be in Canada. So, right. Yeah. Maybe. No. That doesn't sound right. I want to do. It's like, it's almost like, yeah. I don't know if it should be going with tritone, I feel. No. Or could be, is it just, no. I'd have to hear it again. Yep. Be going, oh, eh? What is this all about? Sorry. Oh, yeah? No, yeah. No. Philly boots, eh? Wicked hardcore impersonation. Yeah, I remember being home. I might have been in college. I don't think I was in high school. I think I was in college. I remember seeing Strange Brew and just loving it, right? It's Rick Moranis and the other guy. They were sort of a team. God, those two. Right, they were talking to like some hockey player named LaFleur. He goes, actually, it means the flower. They're like, what? Like a snapdragon? Right? Like, it's supposed to be all rough. Yeah, Dave Thomas. This is the Starbucks. You know, Costco's gotten rid of most of their blends. I'm down a friggin' Starbucks or Pete's, but their pizzas, it's weak. And then they have one other one that's like a Colombian, which is way weak. I can't stand it. So you know, we're back on the Starbucks again because it's all they really have. They brought in some Sumatran. I swear to God, though, it was a little old. It was a little stale. Like they're just clearing out pallets in friggin' warehouses. And I really haven't. We used to get a new coffee like every 6 weeks, every 6 to 8 weeks. And now it's pretty much Starbucks all the time. Going a little fast here. Yeah, remind everyone to think of Belinda Carlisle this evening, if only for a moment. Yeah, probably about 90 seconds. Black Rifle Coffee? Yeah. This might be a noob style question, but what's up between the capo, between the nut and the tuners? Great question. So when the strings break over the plate, right? When they go over this plate, it's very important that they're pressed down to the plate's surface. Because if they're sticking up even a little bit, when you screw down the plate to lock it, you'll push it out of tune. And you won't be able to compensate for it. So the only way to minimize that, so that when you tighten it down, you're just sandwiching it between two plates and no distance between the two. They have to put a retention bar behind it. You see that? That makes the break angle so low when it comes out from the top of the nut that the string, as it passes over the nut, is firmly held against its surface, against the plate. And there you go. And now you know the rest of the story. Yeah, tilt headstocks don't really need them for the most part. Some of them still had them, like my Kramer, because they couldn't trust that people would get the string lined up on the post low enough that there wouldn't be a little bit of a problem. So even on like some of my Kramer tilt backs, it still has the bar. So what is Mustaine going to play? Well, we covered it about an hour ago. My guess is a V with an Explorer headstock, and it's going to be made by Gibson. That's my official guess. I don't know for sure, but that's my official guess. I'm going to say V body, Explorer neck with Gibson branding and made by Gibson. Prove me wrong, guys. Actually, was Floyd Rose German? I think Floyd Rose himself was an American guy, but the people who made it, he hired Schaller, which is a German company, to make it, right? So they were the official maker, but I thought Floyd Rose was an American who actually owned the design. I could be wrong, though. What's up, Jay Severin? Hey, what's up, Tony? Do you think the Dave Mustaine V will have cuts on the sides of the V like his Dean line? No, because I think the only reason why they did that was because to get around Gibson suing them. Because it would look, I think it's going to be the classic V shape. What I don't know is it going to be the rounded standard, or is it going to be the flatter custom with the binding on it? That I don't know. But I'm going to guess that the lower bouts, the quote-unquote legs of the V, are going to be straight-up standard Gibson, because they own it. They don't have to work around it. They don't have to, right? They can use the classic design and answer to nobody. Floyd Rose was a buddy with EVH, yeah. It was like EVH, Floyd Rose, and Dennis Barati, who owned Kramer. And it was EVH. They wanted to use the Rockinger. It might have been because it was easier to use. It was more complicated to use the Floyd Rose. And Floyd Rose didn't have an answer until he came up with the fine tuners. At first, they didn't have, before they had the fine tuners, it was a little bit of a tricky system to work with because you had to constantly unscrew this, right, the plates to tune it, and it was a work in progress. But once they worked that out, it was a superior system to anything else out there, and he knew it, and he went after anyone who tried. Everyone else had to put their clamp behind the nut. He owned the nut and the clamp being the same thing. If you turned your nut into the clamping nut, he'd come after you. And he did. He went after them all and won. They never even had to go to court. All you had to do was scare them. And it worked. Hey, what's up, Ken? Where's Bobby's gift to the Frankenstein? I took the neck off and sent it out to Acacia. They've got it all sanded down, and I think they filled it. And we were talking about they're gonna give it a vintage stain to make it look darker. And I said cool. And then I think they're gonna tongue oil finish it. Yeah, was it that or yeah, it's tongue oil. I forget if it was either that or lacquer, but I think we went tongue oil, just straight up an oil finish. But they're going to stain it first to make it look like more vintage. Because they said right now that it's been completely cleaned up. It's bright. They're like, it's going to look like a brand new, very bright neck. And I was like, nah, I want it a little darker than that. And they understood. Yeah, Alex Iveson had a Les Paul with a Floyd Rose. I remember that. The Axis series. Yeah. I stick a Floyd Rose into an Ibanez RG560. I don't think so. I don't think the posts are spread correctly. I think you're looking at like metric versus standard. I don't think so. Hey, what's up, Sean? Yeah, Imperial, right? So I put an edge on an 82 Kramer and it worked? Interesting. I would think that the posts aren't the same width, but I could be wrong. It's really hard to find the Ibanez original edge. They used to sell them directly, but they were expensive. I think they got $400 or $450 for the trem. But you could buy it directly from Ibanez, the original edge. You could go to Hoshino Parts and just straight up buy it. I want to say they were about $400 or $450 though. Not exactly cheap. You'd be better off to just go out and find an old Ibanez with one of those on it. I don't know, Sammy, if it was EVH or Brad Gillis for the first Floyd. I don't know. Brad Gillis was into the whammy bar at the time. I could see him having an end too. Yeah, so Bobby says they're $400, very expensive. Yeah, I remember them being kind of pricey, being like, wow, it's $400 for the trem? Yikes. Have you heard any new tracks from Wolfgang? I saw the live show on Jimmy Kimmel a couple of weeks ago. I thought they sounded good. And they were definitely live, without a doubt. That was live playing. So you got to appreciate that, you know. What are your thoughts on the new Jack Butler Jackson? Pretty awesome. Bobby had one and he brought it by. Killer finish. Love the feel of the neck. I thought it was nice. That was really nice. Brad Gillis says one of the first Floyd Roses ever made. I could understand how a company would go and seek him out, because at the time he was sort of known for his tremolo antics. And so they're like, we have a tremolo that doesn't go out of tune. Who do we go after? Well, you go after people that use a tremolo, right? Because they're the ones that are suffering with that problem. Though I will say, I lubed up the Vola yesterday. I've got I think it's the Dario like nut lube kit, and which is, it looks to me like Vaseline in a syringe, but basically you use it to go like slot by slot. It has this little like foam roller that you use to make sure that it's generously coated in there, and then you put the strings on it. I will say it's been staying in tune pretty damn good. It does have locking tuners though, so there's not a lot of room for it to where it would, and they go through the nut pretty straight, right? It's like straight up, which I think helps as well. There's like no break angle out of the nut, but yeah, I was surprised. It's really, usually only Floyd Roses can really be trusted not to go out of tune at some point. See you, Krenar. Up Fallen Dreams. Brad Gillis did a good job on the Ozzy tour. I agree. In fact, that's one of my favorite albums by Ozzy. Is the Speak of the Devil, which I know he hates. It was literally put out by his record company just to counter Live Evil being put out by, Black Sabbath. Like my voice is just down here. Tweak that just a hair. Check, check. Yeah, there we go. I use Vaseline. It's okay. I swear to God, that's all it is. It's like petroleum jelly in a syringe, right? That's all they do. They have a new way to dispense it. But other than that, it's pretty much the same exact. Maybe it is. Maybe it's that's all it is. It's Vaseline. I was gonna say maybe it's just like clear. What was it? Like lithium grease or whatever. But I don't think so. Speak of the Devil is played everywhere, and the arcades and stuff back then was pretty huge. I remember it quite a bit. I used to listen to it all the time. I love the version of Black Sabbath that they play on there. I think it just sounds so great. With all the audience and the just the atmosphere, and the reverb and all the it just sounds really good. Okay, Aljon, and who I trust on this, says, from what I've been told by the old Kramer team, Ed got the first Floyd Rose. I mean, he was pretty much at the time. I think by the time Floyd Rose comes out, Eddie is like probably disqualified from winning Best Rock Guitar Player in Guitar Player magazine, having won it like 5 years in a row, right? I mean, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, he was like the premier, especially, whammy bar, trem bar, guy out there. So it would only make sense to partner with him. That's where you go. Brad is my homie. What a great guy, underrated legend. I think I loved his playing. And of course, he, I don't know if I can do it on this because it's not floating, but he pretty much taught me the whole flicker thing, right? Where you do do I have a guitar that, I need one with a floating trem. I got stop tail pieces everywhere I look. It's too far away. But you know what I'm saying? You do a little, you can just do a little flick and it makes a warble. And I had never really heard that before. It took a little while to figure that out. What the hell is he doing there? What's up, Rob? I can feel this needs new strings for sure. Let's string this puppy up. Oh yeah, real bad. Yeah. So it's like a flicker, right? You do like a. Can't really get it to. See, this is it's hitting the. Hold on. All right. This should be floating. Get that? The strings are so... It's got like 10s on it. You know? Really needs 9s. Probably has like... Yeah, it's got 3 springs in it. Plus the bar won't stay in, you know. You do a little flicker, you know. You used to do it. No, that's not the right one. I know it's right here, though. Where is it? It's like right there. It is. Sometimes it's just a waste of time to try and work with the fine tuners. Make sure they're kind of even. There we go. Especially when it's so flat, you know, because you're gonna bring up the rest of that bridge. Floating. And this is in D sharp or E flat. I knew this was going to happen. We're getting there. Now when it's going flat, it's not that flat. Oh yeah, that could be it. All right, that looks like it. Hold on. And one more. And then I'll have to double check this one. All right. Yeah. That goes to show you why you need those plates on there. There we go. And just off a hair. This is why these guitars drive people insane. There we go, almost there. And then at some point, I'll just have to give up and tune it with itself. We're almost there. Very close. Very close. That's a little sharp. That's a little flat. That should do it. There it goes. This is like the worst time of year for me for fret ends, but on the first fret just a hair, but the rest of them are pretty good. This is the worst time of year, though. It's the driest time of the year. Where you get them the most. That gets them pretty good, too, the Strat. No, this is Desert Sun Yellow, and the headstock is painted a different color because they didn't get a day glow. You need day glow. Which is that? That's the day glow. Quite frankly, there's a lot of green in it. And that's just whatever yellow was in the aisle. That's Krylon. That's aisle 12 yellow. You know, I think I have an Ibanez logo in silver somewhere that I was going to use for another project. I should just paint the whole thing gloss black and just put the silver logo on it. Nice. Bars might be a little worn out. How bad is it out though? Yeah, it's just pretty low. Thing is, when you do this, you're putting more tension. So, of course, those will go lower. There it goes. That's a little. There it goes. What's it? Sounds out. Yeah, no, these strings are super old. These are as bad as those. I can feel them. What happens is they get broken at the fret wire, like on that one. A lot of that D string at every fret, the winding was busted. And I can just see that these are pretty black. These are pretty dark. Yeah. How about the Charvel? You know what? I actually just put strings on that recently, so that might need a little bit of tuning, but that's got a new set of Ernie balls on it. It's got a nice set of balls on it. What? Hold on. Hold on. Check, check. Here it goes. All right. Not bad. There we go. See you, 10 solo. This one's made in Mexico, actually. These are MIM. Yeah, it's made in Mexico. Yeah, made in Mexico. I think they've been making them in Mexico for a while now, because does this even say what year it is? So M is Mexico, C is Charvel, and then I think it's a little tough to read. I think it's a 13, or it could be an 18. It's either a 2013 or 2018. Yeah, I think it's a 13. Whatever year they were doing the I think that's Blackburst, right? I think. No, it's not a photo flame, it's a veneer. They haven't done photo flame in a very long time. They haven't done photo flame, I think, since pretty much the early 90s, mid-90s. It's I want to say it's a JB in the bridge and a Duncan 59 in the neck. Pretty sure that's it. JB in the 59. I just put it out. No split. I am playing through. It's actually like a Marshall clone, just sort of cranked up with like a little distortion box, and believe it or not, a little chorus on the front to take off the edge. Without the chorus. And then with it. So if you want to hear it compared to my normal sound, that would be... feel like I'm out. That sounds in. So there's dual heavy rig. That's my normal sound. And then a little more present. Tiny bit brighter too. I'm not using an HDMI camera. I am using two Logitech cameras. One here, sitting on top of my monitor, and one here, sitting on top of my desk. I don't have two like DSLRs running into like two 1080p capture or HDMI capture boxes or anything like that. You know, I tried it. I bought a 4K capture. I bought, what is it, L something. El Nico? Where is it? Maybe that's not it. Is that it? Alcor? Is it Alcor? Thought I had it up there. I don't see it though. But it's a 4K capture. And you know, it just didn't look that good. And I was gonna like tweak it, but then my frame rate was off, and you know, it's like I'm adjusting ISO, I'm adjusting it, and quite frankly, it wasn't all that wide. You know, I would have to back the camera way up to get a decent camera, you know, to get a decent quality out of it. And it was it was more hassle than it was worth. You know, I've thought about, you know, I got 3 4K cameras here. They're all Lumix G85s, but I have one Lumix G7 that I can't stand. So I was thinking about maybe just using the G7, which can output a 4K HDMI signal, just as a very expensive webcam, a $500, you know, 4K webcam, and but I didn't like the look of it. It really just didn't look all that good. I was stunned at its lack of quality. I thought, quite frankly, the Logitechs looked better. Yeah, that's what it is. Elgato. They're either C920s or they're C922s. Does it say like right on it somewhere? This one says, first of all, this one has a huge goddamn thumbprint on the front of it. Jesus Christ. It's this one here. Man. Oh man, it's not really a little bit of, there it goes. Jesus. Yeah, this one says Logitech Carl Zeiss Tesser HD 1080p. And that one up there says, well, tough with the screen, Logitech. Again, it says 1080p, but it's written differently, and the logo looks different as well. And then I got one more up in the attic, and that one says Logitech. And then on the right, it just says Logi, L-O-G-I. And I want to say they're like 920, 922, 920X, 922X. They're all, but they all run at 1080p, and they all seem to be pretty good. Yeah, they look pretty good, right? Well, the other thing is that I'm running a pretty decent system. It's a 10th gen i5, so plenty of horsepower, and I have a symmetrical, and I'm well lit. I mean, you can see, I'm well lit. That's huge. Just to have that umbrella back there. And so I think that's like a huge part of it, just having decent lighting and very strong fill light, and then the cameras don't look like garbage. If I didn't have this light on, I was just working with these other two lamps up here. I don't know if you can see those. See them right there? There's like two little box lamps next to it, one there and one there, right? It would work, but it would be grainy like crazy because it's got to pump up the gain so hard, right? To make anything meaningful out of it. And it's got to keep a certain frame rate or I'm going to be like Jaggy. I'm going to be doing the robot over here. It's it's all a delicate balance. Yeah, that's what it is. Camlink 4K. Yeah, maybe Sony works better, but I tried it with the Lumix and I was underwhelmed. I could try it in the attic. It would be a great way to do a very quick down and dirty 4K recording using OBS and everything that OBS offers. Right now I'm limited to 1080p. But if I could get that DSLR to like look halfway decent and not like, I don't know, it was kind of washed out, and I was messing with a whole bunch of stuff and just didn't look that good. And again, even though it was a 12 millimeter lens, although that one might have been a 14, it's a 35 millimeter, 28 millimeter, and the other one would be a 24 millimeter, equivalent. It just wasn't that wide. I mean, this is a really wide lens. It's not that far away from me. It's about maybe 24 inches, maybe 26 inches, 30 inches tops away from my head. And it's tough to get good lenses that will focus that close. I'd have to probably put it, and there's a wall right here, so there's no going behind it. So, in the attic, I might be able to use it. No, that's not a Gretsch White Falcon. That is, I don't think I've ever played it. What time is it? It's almost time to get out of here, but someday we'll play this. That is a Harley Benton Big Tone. That's like not 150, like $350, like a $350 guitar. It looks like a White Falcon, but it's not. It's a Big Tone. I need a super wide, almost fisheye webcam. Any idea? We're talking like 30 degrees from, yeah. No, that gets really tricky. And what it does is it fisheyes everything way out. What I call the GoPro effect. It's annoying. I really hate that. It's one thing if you're doing it for a cool effect in a still shot, or you have some action shots actually look pretty good with it, like skiers and skateboarders and stuff. There's a pretty good look to it. But for the most part, it's a garbage look, right? You want a flatter look without everything around you, like curving around, the lens, and it's not a good look. So GoPro gets around it by correcting it on the fly. It gets tricky though. That's why I'm using the webcam, because it was wide, but it didn't bulbous everything out, right? It didn't have that barrel effect. Mind at 10 minutes to 9. Oh, nice. It's all just with the fingers, Right. There we go. It's something to do. See you, Dwayne. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Does GoPro output to a live feed? They do, as long as you have. I don't think the 7 does it, but the 8 and the 9 will do it. The 8 and the 9, which they backtracked to do because of the pandemic, right? At first they were like, no, and then they finally did it because people were like, what the F, brah? I drop all this money and I can't use it as a webcam, brah? And they're like, okay. And so it was a firmware update. I think 8 and 9 can both be used as a webcam. In fact, you have to set it to webcam mode. So I think it won't stop its output, right? And if I was going to do that, I would keep it plugged in directly, either using a battery brick or some way, like a USB, constantly plugged in. Because, let's face it, GoPros and batteries, it's a bit of a joke. What gauge strings do you use on your LPs? I mostly use 10s on almost everything. On some of the Ibanez guitars, I'll use 9s. Sometimes I'll go for a 9, but I tend to go 10s. Look right here. Right. I use either the regular Slinkies or I use the Paradigms. The Paradigms. Can you dig 'em? Can you paradig 'em? What's the most underrated guitar you own? I would say, like some people would say, like the Epiphone LP Custom is just an amazing kick-ass killer guitar, and they're very, very affordable. Another one I kind of like is back here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can see it. I think it's that one right there. Right here. It's kind of dark with the dark neck. And that's a Dan Electro. I'm surprised how much I like that guitar. That's a fun guitar to play. And it's just, it's no frills. And it's got a certain twangy sound to it. I'm surprised how much I dig that guitar. And again, they're very, very inexpensive. And the same for, I think that the low end Wolfies, I think I paid $3.25 for that, used. Of course, back, before the pandemic and before EVH passed away, which has caused the prices on EVH products to skyrocket. But at the time, I think $5.99 new, and I paid like $3.25 used. And I love that guitar. That's I think, again, sort of an undervalued guitar, like the LP, it's such a good, and Bobby has one of these. He'll attest. Those are killer guitars. Solid mahogany, ebony fretboards, pro buckers, great stuff. And the other one I would probably put under there is the Dan Electro. And the Harley Benton, the one with the roasted maple neck, is pretty good too. That's a pretty good inexpensive guitar. Like probably one of the highest end low end guitars out there, right? The weakest link is their pickups. Those Roswell pickups are just sort of okay. Everything else is pretty good though. What plywood? The Dan Electros? No, Dan Electro makes a series that's Mossrite, right? Which is it's basically a heavily pressed cardboard that used to be used on the back of TVs in like the 60s, right? That that heavy pressed board they used to use. But that's not one of those. That one's actually made out of spruce. They came out with a wood series where they didn't use and it's semi-hollow too, or hollow. It's but it's a spruce. I think it's all spruce, the whole body, and I think it's a maple neck with a spruce body. What's up, Dwight Bailey? I bet they come out the gate with a Mustaine Gibby. That's my... Okay, we're going to wrap this up. This is it, because it's 9 o'clock and everybody wants to be able to come out. Yeah, Masonite. What did I say, Mossrite? Mason. It's MOSFET. You know the old MOSFET? Anyway. What's up, Romero? Yeah, Masonite. Yeah. So I got to wrap this up, but the last thing I'm going to say is my guess on and again, this is not from anyone official at Gibson, but I have heard, and my guess is Gibson V-shape, not modified, classic V-shape, with an Explorer neck / headstock sort of looking thing. And I'm going stop tailpiece. Why not? And I'm going Gibson branded, not Kramer or Epiphone to start. I think he's going to start Gibson, and maybe they'll come out with an Epiphone in a while. I don't know. But that's if I had to make a guess, that's my guess. So we'll see. Only time will tell. Yeah, it's got to be some sort of flying V, doesn't it? It kind of has to be. I think what I'm adding to it is that I think it's going to be 6 on one side tuners, and I think they're not going to reinvent the wheel. They're just going to use the Explorer neck that they have, and they're just going to merge those two together, and they're going to be like a V body with the Explorer neck, right? And there you go, and you're in business. So we'll see. Watch, it's going to come out, and it's going to be like an Explorer that's like a custom shop. I was way off. But who knows? I think it could be high-end. It could be high-end custom shop, but I think if he wants to sell some models, right, you're better off to go a little more affordable, because then, it's going to sell to more than just the collectors. Someone other than Trogley will be able to buy it. All right, dudes. I'm out of here. I will see you guys in a week, and with any luck, I'll have a couple of videos out this week. We're working on that SG. I think the private stock Brazilian custom 24 double neck is probably a little bit out of our price range right now. But it was fun to just, to dare to dream. I'll see you guys in a week, and there you go. And people guessing the cost, $2,500. Yeah, that could be right. I think. What? No, why should it be like $8,500? We'll be like, oh, we were way off. All right, dudes. No, you rock. We'll see you in a week. And stay safe, especially with my Texas friends. And have a good one. Later.